The homeless man spent all his savings to buy a box of English flashcards, but at checkout, it drew clear disapproval from a little girl nearby. Yet Willie didn't argue. He simply placed the cards and money on the counter, had the girl's mother complete the purchase for him, and left. He could have used that money for a decent meal, but at that moment, he was more concerned with figuring out what exactly was written in the diary he had picked up.
And she said because she loved me more than life itself. When I get to heaven, I want to be able to tell her about every day I was alive.
The fire-damaged diary contained a little girl's longing for her mother in heaven, but the later entries were all in handwritten English, which Willie couldn't read, so he took out that box of cursive English flashcards and began decoding the text letter by letter. Discovering they shared something in common, both had lost loved ones, both feared loneliness. Knowing the girl would never receive it, Willie still wrote a reply in the diary.
My name is Willie. I found your diary and thought I would write you back if you don't mind. Maybe we could be pen pals.
He folded the response into a paper airplane and launched it from a high place. This diary became his only solace in his wandering life. One day, several rich kids parked in front of Willie, proposing homeless men fight each other for $50. Willie joined in one. Instead of squandering the money, he used it for a motel shower. But he dared not sleep in the bed, afraid he'd grow accustomed to such comfort. Returning to the streets next day, he saw a wheelchair-bound homeless man struggling to move. When Willie offered help, the man refused. To preserve the man's dignity, Willie asked him to help read the diary. This homeless man called Pinky was a decorated veteran. The war took his legs, turning a hero into a street beggar. He read more diary entries to Willie, the girl describing her lonely life and the abuse she endured. One day Pinky suddenly disappeared. Spotting Pinky's medal in a pawn shop, Willie redeemed it with money, wanting to surprise his friend. But when he returned, he found Pinky had died in the cold night. So the next day, Willie hung it on the place where Pinky had been, to commemorate every moment he had once been so proud of. A community worker made Willie realize he was just entertainment for the rich kids. When they returned threatening an old man, Willie stood up but remained motionless, letting the elder hit him. Enraged, the rich kid threatened to burn Willie's precious diary. Willie desperately tried to save it, suffering severe hand burns as the diary was destroyed. At the hospital, Willie painfully recited the contents of the diary, as he had memorized it. His voice carried through the pager system, attracting a burn-scarred little girl in the hallway. She peered cautiously at the man before her, as if seeing the angel her mother always described. Days later, discharged Willie returned to street begging. But since the girl's diary burned, he'd completely lost hope. Then a little girl with burn scars appeared across the street, walking slowly toward him. The moment their eyes met, their souls recognized each other before their eyes did. He knew she was that girl.